And now with more on the Jewish Foodie, Shira Ruderman from the Ruderman Family Foundation. Shira, it is great to have you with us. Thank you so much. Tell me a little bit more about this show and how it came about.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure. So as you could see in the short video that we watched, we thought that this would be a nice way to engage with many more people within the American Jewish community and, of course, the Israeli public to actually bring us together without words, just with experience and good visual, and by that, to get closer of understanding. I think that you heard in this little short video that most people and millions of people that visit New York do not know that many of the signature places that became Americans' culture are actually Jewish, all started by Jewish immigrants. How we came about it, we actually owe the credit to a staff member of ours. He is our content manager, Yudo Zavlo, that always thought that we should do something around food. We should bring the food to the center of the conversation. And we took his wonderful idea and started to develop it from one idea that was to bring the story of the food, to bring a story of a Jewish community and history. And the element of bringing a comedian like Ori that can make it funny and accessible, right, and not heavy and historical and complex. It's more, let's just enjoy it and see what we have in common.
So again, what are you hoping for the end goal of this project? Is it mostly entertainment with a little bit of revelation, like you said, or is there anything more?
I would say two things. First of all, we did it a web series, not like before we did TV series, because we knew that the young adults and the younger audience that we want to reach are, searching good materials and content on the web. So we thought we can grow and enlarge the experience and the audience by that. The other thing is we showed different parts of America and the Jewish communities through the food. If it's from Texas to New York, so it's not just the big communities, the famous restaurants, it's actually what's behind the food that helps or brings the Jewish community to be part or unique part of their own states. So we are hoping that, first of all, it will be a tool for many organizations that work with young adults, with colleges, with all Jewish streams, a tool of engagement, a tool of knowledge, a tool of communication, a tool that can strengthen the relationship between Israelis and the American Jewish community. So we hope that many people will use it as a tool, will find it as a way to connect, and we maybe can think about how to expand other parts of culture and American Jewish culture and make it accessible to the Israeli audience through this experience.
So tell me maybe a little bit more about the planning and the production process for a show like this. How do you go about choosing the eateries, for example, and what else is the Ruderman Family Foundation maybe working on in the background?
First of all, you need good partners in order to have a good result. And we were extremely lucky that the production company that we work with, which is the Nawi production company with Asaf Nawi, is just wonderful because you can dream with them, you can envision, and it's important because in order to make something short on the screen, there is so much footage you need to have. You need a team of researchers from our foundation team. I mentioned Yuda and Itai and Galia and his production team. Hours and countless of research, talking to people on the ground, finding the good stories, making it diverse and interesting enough, bringing it together to a whole story that is, of course, supported by historic fact and by content people. So it takes tremendous amount of work to be able to produce such a thing. We love and believe in the power of the screen. We love the screen because you can bring the visual and feelings and emotions, which is very hard sometimes to do in other ways. We believe in the power, TV screen, web screens, the entertainment. So we constantly think about new ideas. We thought about small communities a couple years ago, from a synagogues project, from third generation, Holocaust, anti-Semitism. So what we're working on these days is some interesting and hopefully groundbreaking researchers and white papers that will show the power of the web and its impact on some of our most important things, which is anti-Semitism in Israel. We're working on some other TV series that will be completely different genre, and we're hoping that people will find it interesting, meaningful, and engaging.
Well, I loved watching this and writing that piece, and it's mouthwatering and amazing. Shira, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having us. Have a wonderful day.
Hi everyone, it's Emmanuel Kadosh. I wanted to invite you all to subscribe to ILTV Plus, where you can find our daily news and updates about Israel. And not only that, but live feeds, entertainment, our kosher food show, and so much more. Needless to say, your subscription to ILTV Plus helps us grow and create more content while also supporting the state of Israel. Our app is available on all platforms and devices, so I'll see you guys there.